Howdy folks, today we're going to get started on the Hello Again album, and I've got some of the pieces pre-cut. What we're going to assemble today is going to be the cover for the album, so it should be a fairly short video. We're actually not even going to cut into any pattern paper today. I just pulled it out so that you guys can see kind of what album we're working on here. So let me put this aside and let's get started assembling this album cover. I've got two pieces of chipboard cut to 7 inches wide by 6.5 inches tall, and one piece cut to 2 inches wide by 6.5 inches tall. This is going to be the spine. Then we've got the wrap, and we've got one piece that is 8.5 by 11, and this piece is 8.5 by like 7.5 ish, something like that. And we're going to adhere these two pieces together. And before we start on that, I'm going to double check and make sure that I've got about a 1 inch gap on this side. Then I'm going to put about 1/8 of an inch gap. And I may take this gap down to 3/4 of an inch because I'm not liking where this seam is ending up. I want this seam a little bit farther onto the back of the album, so that the stress of flexing the album and opening and closing it doesn't cause the seam to split or separate. Yeah, that's gonna be just fine. We've also got two pieces. This is gonna be for covering the inside. This is 6 3/4 by 6 1/4. And we've got two of those. And we've got one piece that is 4 inches by 6 1/4. And we're going to be doing something a little bit different with the binding for this album. So there's not going to be the usual accordion style binding. When we get to each individual page, I'll show you what that looks like. And we might just do some assembly on the, you know what, never mind. We'll do some assembly on the first base page on the page 1 video. So let's start adhering we're going to start by adhering these two pieces together and then wrapping the cover. All right, sometimes it's going to shift on you, like it shifted on me as I was sticking it down, but this is going to be covered with cardstock on this side, so it's all good. Now I am going to add double-sided tape all the way around the outside of this chipboard because I don't want any bubbling or gapping, and that's usually going to happen right at the edges of the chipboard. And I am in the process of moving my craft space. We had our other bedroom open up, and I've already moved my office in there, so my editing, my computer for work, and my personal computer, they're all in there. And my awesome husband is building a craft station for me. Right now I'm working from a built-in cabinet in our, well, right now I'm just trying to get the top off the glue. I'm working from a built-in in our hallway. We've got like a little study area for kids. Our daughter is grown, so we don't need a homework station, but I have to sit at it to craft at it, and I really want something where I can stand up. So I gave him the dimensions of what I wanted, and he got the hardware and the lumber to build it yesterday, or the day before. The day before. And I've got some furniture that I moved over. I spray painted it, some of it anyway. Moving bookshelves outside to spray paint them, then moving them back inside. That's exhausting. So it's gonna take a little bit more time before I've got everything painted and assembled. So I'll be crafting out here for at least this album. But I'm hoping that by the next album, I will be crafting from my new crafty space. I did some measurements, and I'm going to do a whole like craft space review tour, whatever you want to call it. And I am really looking forward to getting into the new space because this is so cramped. I did the math, it's 52 square feet. It's got great storage, I have to give it that. Because there are built-in cabinets and there's a built-in desk and everything. If our dog wants to come in here and hang with me while I'm crafting, I end up tripping over her. There's a bathroom right behind me. So nobody can use the bathroom while I'm recording, or I have to stop recording if somebody has to go to the bathroom. And the kitchen is 2 steps further away, so if it's dinner time, I can't record if anybody's cooking. And I'm sorry if y'all can hear the lawnmower. My husband is taking care of yard work today. What is today? Today is April 12th. I have about a 3-month lead on all my videos. And I did that way so that if something happened and I needed to suddenly take a month off here or there, I'll still have videos in the can that I can release. And on YouTube right now, it's currently uploaded through the middle of May. It's all scheduled to be released 1 video at a time. So if you leave me a comment and mention something that you particularly enjoyed about a video and I leave a reply back that basically says just wait, that means I've already shot the video, or I've already shot another video doing whatever the thing was, and it's either editing or I am waiting to upload. That's the other thing. We live out in the country and internet out here it's been historically horrible. We were on dial-up for, I don't know, until sometime in the mid-aughts. So like 2005 was the first time something other than dial-up was available. And our current internet provider has us, they're graciously giving us 0.5 megabit per second upload speed, which means that a 25-minute video takes a minimum of 18 hours to upload. But somewhere, probably right around the time this video goes live actually. No, take that back. I've already uploaded most of the videos through May 25th or whatever. But on May 25th, they're gonna come out and install fiber. And I asked them, what are the upload speeds on this fiber that y'all have? Because it's through our power company. We're on a electric cooperative, and they're expanding to internet, phone, and cable television. I really don't care about the cable television or the phone. Our cell phones work just fine. But they said fiber internet with up to 1 gigabyte or 1 gigabit per second. I said, you have my attention. Tell me more. And we have an appointment for them to come out in May and install fiber internet at our house so that I can join the ranks of people who get 25-minute videos uploaded in less than an hour. I'm looking forward to that. My husband's looking forward to that. All right, so we've got everything adhered down and we've burnished the back. We're gonna start creasing. And I'm gonna burnish. Alternatively, what you could do, if you would prefer this seam here to be on the spine, you could see it needs to be about, 18 inches wide. So you could cut two pieces at 8.5 by 9. I would go 8.5 by 9.5 just so that you have a little bit more room. But that would allow you to put the seam right here on the spine, and then it would be reinforced when you mat the spine. And I don't know why I didn't think of doing that, but you know what? It happens. But anyway, I was apologizing for the noise of the lawnmower because my husband is mowing, because it is April 12th and the grass is just growing gangbusters right now. Hopefully, by the time this video makes it to air, we will be in a situation where most of us are able to come out from quarantine. That would be lovely because we're going on over a year now. All right, I'm going to miter these corners, but I'm not going to go all the way to the corner. I'm leaving about a gap of 1/8 of an inch between this corner here and the corner of the chipboard. And one of the other reasons that I'm looking forward to moving into a new craft space is because I will have more room on the table for the camera, the lights, all the stuff. And I just did a lighting and sound test in there, so we'll see if I need to hang more like blankets or something on the walls. I don't know, but the lighting is better in there. The only drawback is that a lot of it is natural light, which is great if the sun is out, but if it's a cloudy day, that's when you get videos where they just all of a sudden go dark. It's because the person who's doing the filming is relying on natural light and a cloud just passed overhead. Because we're doing a different kind of binding system, I'm not going to worry too much about getting double-sided tape down on the inside here. I'm trying to think through where, if I might run into a problem with that. I don't think that I will. You know what, I am gonna add double-sided tape on these gaps here. So one on each side. I'm gonna do that. I will feel better if I do that. So I'm gonna put you guys on fast forward while I do that. Probably should have waited until I had already glued the top down to add the double-sided tape, but it's okay. We can always go back over the matted section and add double-sided tape. Actually, this is the wrap, so we can always go back over the wrap section with more double-sided tape. You don't want to go overboard with the glue in here, because at best, you'll end up with a mess of glue just all over the place. And at worst, you could end up gluing things together that you didn't need to glue together. Not that I'm speaking from experience about that. What was I talking about? I was talking about moving my crafty space, and I'm really excited because it's going to have extra room. My craft space, my work area is going to be waist high, So I'll be able to stand at it. And the main thing I'm going to regret is the storage, because I've got 3 hanging cabinets out here that I'm not going to be able to move, plus my desk, and I'm going to be able to, I've got pegboards out here, I'm going to be able to move those, and eventually I'll build back up to where I've got the same kind of storage in the new space that I've got here. It's going to take some time. I'm going to go ahead and pull these off, and then I'm going to add a little bit more double-sided tape over the wrap. Oh, one of the other benefits is that the lighting is better in there, so I'll have an easier time seeing where my double-sided tape ends. All right, the last 2 pieces for finishing the cover. And I know I've done more talking in this video than I normally do. And that's just because this is going to be a pretty simple, short, short and sweet, to the point video. Most of my videos run about 25 minutes, and I'm trying to get them to that 15-minute sweet spot. I end up having to speed past more stuff than I actually want to. So we'll probably divide this album into more small videos. Alright, we are just about done. I am just going to keep burnishing and flexing this spine right here so that I can make sure that it's not going to bubble up, because it still wanted to start bubbling up on me. So I'm going to be using my, this isn't a bone folder, but basically does the same thing. Make sure that nothing is bubbling up or having any gapping going on. That looks pretty good. I'm also checking for cracking, which I don't see any cracking. But you know what I want to do? I think I want to, I want to ink the edges. So let me grab my Distress Oxides and I'll be right back. Okay, if you're going to use Distress inks and ink the edges, my top 3 picks for this album would be Speckled Egg, Fossilized Amber, and Worn Lipstick. Those look like they would work really well with the colors in this album. I think I'm going to go with, looking at all these different colors, I think I'm going to go with Fossilized Amber. Well, that finishes our cover, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you've got any questions, hit me up in the comment section down below. I'll have any of the materials that you can find in a First Run store listed in the description box down below. And oh, if you are interested in seeing more videos like this, I release new videos every Sunday and Wednesday, so hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so that you'll get notified when I release new videos. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.